Hello everyone.
In this video, we have a special treat for you. This is actually an interview that we're doing. We interviewed a seasoned married couple. They've been married 61 years.
Wow, 61 years.
That's a long time.
Yes, that is longer than either one of us have been on this planet Earth. And we're not that young.
The couple that we're talking about is Lafayette Bird and his beautiful wife, Maybelle Bird. They're actually part of our family. My brother-in-law, Pastor Jeffrey Bird, and his beautiful wife, my sister, Sherelle Bird, these are their parents, or Jeffrey's parents, and Sherelle's mother and father-in-law. And I've been knowing them since I've been about 9 or 10 years old, so they've been a big influence in my life growing up as well.
That's awesome.
So we hope you guys enjoy the video and get some tidbits from it, because we were blessed by it, so I know you'll be blessed as well. Until next time, guys, take care. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. Today we're gathered with a seasoned couple, our East Coast parents, as I like to refer to them as. We have Mr. Lafayette Bird and his beautiful bride, Mrs. Maybelle Bird. Welcome and thank you for participating with us. And we just would like to get some information from you guys as to how long you've been married and what it takes to keep a marriage going, and what it means to have a God-based marriage.
And how do you stay happy? Some people
Yes.
stay happy, but they're miserable. They're not happily married. We want to be happily married with quality and longevity.
You want to say who you are? You go first. You the head. Go ahead.
Oh, now I'm the head. Yeah, okay. Lafayette Bird. That's who I am.
Okay.
I said I'm the head. You know, in order to be the head, that means you got to take responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
You know, taking responsibility, you don't think about that at first. You think it's marriage is getting together, two people. The Bible tells us that it's one of God's first covenants. It might have been the first covenant, the union between man and wife. And we just try to live it God's way. Not at first, no. We had to, it's a learning experience. First of all, you have to make sure that the person that you accepted as your wife is someone that you love and respect. And it's good to know one another. That's the hard part. And once you get to know each other, there may be some things that you don't always, oh, I didn't know she was like that, or I didn't know she liked that. It's getting to know each other, and I guess it's getting to know each other's likes and dislikes. Because even now, when it comes to certain things, foods and stuff, I don't like everything she likes. She'll like everything I like. But I like most of the stuff that she likes. And you have to get along. You have to want to, with a compromise that makes both of y'all happy. It's just love. I guess you've heard this all a lot. It's give and take. But on the man's side, I guess it's more. He has to learn how to give more, because he always wants to be in charge. It's only natural, I imagine.
That's great. And how long have you two been married for?
61 years.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
That is amazing.
And it doesn't seem that long. if you really love one another, it doesn't seem you should have we got plenty of memories, good memories, memories of good times, memories when things weren't going so well, but because of faith in our Lord, He always seemed to intervene at the right times to help us along the way. And I know that we could never have made it without trusting in Him. At first, we didn't know Him the way we know Him, the way we learned to know Him. We thought we could do things on our own. I did. But then I learned that something was missing. We weren't always going to church or honoring God the way we should. We did things our way for a while. And as usual, things didn't always turn out right. We had 5, 6 children, and what happened is even our children started helping us more, so leading us the way to Christ. And showed us what was missing. It's just so much it's just I don't know, I got more to say. It's hard to put it all together.
Yeah.
It's like, you're searching for something and life isn't going the way you want to. And then something pops up and you're looking for a way, how can we make this better? And that's when we got advice from our own children who had found, some of them who had already found Christ in their life and showed us the way. He said a child shall lead you. And early on in our life, in our marriage, our children did help us find a way. And maybe that's why God gave them to us. They did show us that life could be better. Right?
You always nudging me, huh, buddy?
Yeah.
I thank God that I knew Jesus way back when at 9 years old. I had a private talk with the Lord, and I'm a twin, and my twin went on to be with the Lord when he was 9 months old. And I guess that's why it laid on my heart to have a talk with the Lord. Why did He take my twin instead of me? I've always wanted to sing for the Lord, but I can't. I don't have a tune whatsoever. But I've always had a mouth to talk for Him. So way back when I was younger, people didn't understand me, but I guess back in the day you would say I was before my time. I was inquisitive, I wanted to know things, I wanted to ask questions, and I was told to more or less like, shut up, sit down, grown. That's how He preferred for me, and that caused a lot of bitterness in my heart. And my parents thank God that they know Jesus, and my mom and them would always try to smooth the road with how I try to give godly wisdom to me. But when you're a kid and somebody hurts you, you don't want to hear it. But you gotta tell a child anyway, whether you want to hear it or not, you do hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Because God said His word will not go void. And over the years, I had a lot of wisdom from, about the Lord from my parents, and we went to church all the time. But make no mistakes, everybody in church is not in church.
That's right.
That's right.
Church is in your heart,
That's
Mhm.
right.
and if you don't know Jesus for real,
Hmm.
you're not fooling nobody
Right.
but yourself.
Right.
So I've learned to adopt the attitude of what you see is what you get,
Mhm.
like it or not. First come God, then my husband, then myself, and then my kids. That's the godly order.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to help people because God has got me in a place now where I can love on people, because He had to get rid of all that hurt and that bitterness and everything that I held in my heart over the years. It's
Mhm.
no longer there. And I thank God for that, because all that is doing is killing you,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not glorifying God.
Right.
So
That's right.
I thank God every day for the wisdom that I finally got it right, and I haven't got it right altogether, because it won't be right until Jesus comes. I
Mhm.
realize that.
Mhm.
So I was blessed to that God gave me a godly husband. He wasn't walking with the Lord like he is now, but the potential was there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And through wisdom and understanding, I wouldn't trade him for nothing in the world.
Wow.
We have been through hoops, we've been too far, but we still stand.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it's all about.
So.
And He blessed me with everything I asked Him for when I had that private talk, 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
God said, "You won't not because you asked not."
It's not.
Hmm.
And I've always been a type person to ask.
Mhm.
That's why I got in a lot of trouble, so
Right.
they said.
Mhm.
But to me, I didn't call it a lot of trouble. I call it seeking wisdom.
seeking,
but I
yeah.
didn't know it. Wisdom was what I was seeking, like I do
Mhm.
now. So I asked God for the husband that I got.
Mm-hmm.
I asked God for the children that I got, how I wanted them to be.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And I even had their careers picked out for them. I wanted them to be bosses of everybody else.
Mhm.
I didn't want nobody bossing them, because I knew what it was like being raised up down south and had people telling you what to do. And I'm not a type person that you can tell me what to do that
Mhm.
much.
Mhm.
So I had to learn that there are things where I gotta be told,
Mm-hmm.
but then I gotta learn how to receive it.
Right.
So I'm so proud of, the Bible says, lead a child in the Lord, and they won't depart far from it.
Right.
And you be a blessing to them, and they will come back and call you blessed. And I'm so grateful now that my kids are coming back, that me and my husband poured into them. They are calling us blessed, to be a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
At the time when we were blessing them, like I said, it hurt me more than it hurt you, but I spread the rod and spoiled the child.
Right.
And it's an honor to see them, how they are transforming
Mm-hmm.
everything that we stood for, and standing on God's word, and how they pouring into their kids.
Mm-hmm.
And their kids are pouring into their
Right.
kids.
Mhm.
And I just got, about a month ago, my fourth great grand.
Wow.
God blessed me with 9 grandkids,
Wow.
4 great grands, and I'm praying that for the great grands, and they're not even here yet.
Yeah.
So that's how God's ordered. And each and every day, marriage is nothing but like a job.
Mm-hmm.
You got to work at it,
Okay.
Yeah.
and the Bible is really true. Nothing is perfect, only God. But if you are angry, don't go to bed on it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let the sun go down on your wrath,
Mhm.
because that's when the devil want to work.
Right.
It works.
Okay.
When you go to bed at night, you should be in a place where you give God all the praise and all the glory, and tell him, Father God, I rest in you.
Mm-hmm.
And if I shouldn't wake, I know I'm going to be up there with him.
Right. That's right.
So this is a peace and blessing understanding that we have with the Lord now, and it's
Mhm.
nothing money can't buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like it in the world.
Right. And
And the biggest joy that I get out of life is when God used me to bring somebody to Christ.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing
There's
like it in
nothing
the
like
world.
it. That's right.
And because I know that I'm not selfish, that I've done my job, that's why we were created, to bring
Mhm.
somebody else aboard. It's not about me, it's not about him, it's about Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thank my godly parents way back when.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a child of 24 people, 24 kids.
Wow.
Wow.
And every child are saying the same thing about my father,
Wow.
my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
My father was married twice. He had 12 kids by the first wife, 12 kids by the second. And my husband can say, when you seen one, you seen them all, but we all alike. And I said, that's why, we, as men have to stand tall
Mm-hmm.
because children are watching
Yes.
your walk.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't be, as guys say, hypocrites.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
But my words, I tell you plain, the name is two-faced.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Be for real.
Okay.
And every day is just a blessing, just like,
Mhm.
Father, I thank you for another day.
That's right.
And we go through our daily tasks and
Mm-hmm.
compliment each other and sometimes get on each other's nerves, but I wouldn't leave home without it.
Yeah.
And what about you, babe?
There's another thing too. You don't have to, in some cases where you're not born into a family that's really church every Sunday, or
Mhm.
that you can still, because God has put himself into each and every one of us.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to listen to him talk to us, and he does talk to each, because when as kids, my mother used to send us to Sunday school because she knew there was something else, even though she wasn't going herself, her and my father. But they knew we had to get some godly teaching, so they would dress us up, send us to Sunday school. Yes, we learned some things. That's when the first time I heard about Jesus, Moses, all from Sunday school, which was good. But there was something else. My father, even though he wasn't a church-going man, he taught us things that now I see this even in the Bible, how to love one another,
Mm-hmm.
how not to be prejudiced against people, how to love everybody, and not to gossip. And also he taught us what is yours, and not to take from someone else that which isn't yours. And he taught us, there was 8 of us, and he taught us how to live together in a house that was very small with 1 bathroom. He showed us how to live together
Mm.
as kids and growing up.
Wow.
And he taught us how to keep our bodies clean, and he told us what was good and what was bad, and what he expected from us. So all these things that from a God, that's what I say. God has put His wisdom in us at birth, and it's up to the parents to realize how to use this wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Even though my father wasn't a church going, everything he said, someone must have told him the right things because he grew up the right way. He was a father that any child would be proud to call dad,
Mm-hmm.
and a mother that anyone would be proud to call mom. Their first thoughts were about us and taking care of us. He taught us how how a daddy should take care of his children and honor his wife. These things I watched my dad do as we grew up. That's why I think as a father, it's so important for a child to have a father at the head
Yes.
Mhm.
of a home. But he is truly the leader. Even though the mom is always there as a disciplinarian sometimes, but she always leaned on him.
Mhm.
And she always said, "What'd your dad say?" Or dad would say, "What'd your mom say?" It was teamwork. But dad was always, we always looked up to him. I seen mom sitting in her chair by the window in this little small house we lived in, waiting for dad to come home. And the house would never be home until dad walked in that door.
Mhm.
And that feeling I still have of seeing my father come in the house and have the whole family would light up. That is what fatherhood is about.
Right.
A real man
Wow.
walking into home and taking charge.
Mhm.
And yes, we weren't a church going in a sense, but we had church inside of us. And it was something that mom and dad instilled in us. And later on, I understood when I grew older and and when I first accepted Jesus as my Savior, I knew what God was telling me then. He had a way of showing us way back then that kept me grounded where I could understand what was going on. I didn't understand, but now as I grew older, I understood what God was doing with me in my life. He guided me all this way to this point, and he showed me the God's way. And then later on, when I did join the church and became saved, I put it all together, and then I understood what my life was all about. How God has woven all this into us.
Okay. I want to say something about, I was blessed to have two fathers
Mhm.
and two mothers. My in-laws was like my mother and father. My father went on to be with the Lord when I was 17, and then we got married, and I met my father-in-law. Well, I always called him Dad,
Mhm.
and I always called my mother-in-law Mom. And they truly was my mom and dad.
Mhm.
There was nothing too good that they wouldn't do for me. There wasn't nothing too good I wouldn't do for them. And my dad, my father-in-law, from then on he became my dad, but my daddy went on to be with the Lord. And then when Daddy Locke came into my life, he was truly my father. And because I had a father like I had,
Mhm.
God gave me another father. And it wasn't that they didn't go to church all the time. You don't have to be in church in order to know the Lord.
Right.
They knew the Lord, but Jesus was inside of their heart.
Mhm.
And this is what I'm saying. God was using them no matter where they were. You don't
Right.
have to be in church. If they didn't know God themselves, accepted Jesus Christ as their personal Lord and Savior, they wouldn't be the people they were.
Mhm.
They wouldn't know how to pass that love on to somebody else. And if you have a whole neighborhood who love on you,
Mhm.
the man and mom was showing the love of Christ to people, and
Right.
people could not wait to get around them all the time. And it was a joy.
Mhm.
I've always thanked God for giving me everything I asked for. I asked for good and laws like that.
Yeah.
And God provided, I told you earlier, He
Mhm.
provided everything
Provided
I asked.
everything.
Except, Father, I'm still waiting on a maid. But anyway, nevertheless, I guess He want me to keep on being strong and healthy
Yeah.
for myself. When I need a maid, He'll give it to me whenever. But what I just crack that, I just throw that in there, keeping it real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, the only reason why I feel the way I do is because it brings back so many memories.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
And
You keeping it real.
but Daddy, I love
And that's the way
you
it's
so
so,
much.
Mhm.
that's the way it's supposed That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But as I can say, I'm proud to say that my dad, my second dad, Locke, I feel the same way he does.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember his last days on earth when he was here. And when he got sick, they called us and told us. And we couldn't wait to get over there to Rush Hour. And they said, hurry up and come because he's not going to be here much longer, blah, blah. And I said, well, I got to see him before we go.
Mm-hmm.
Both rushed over there. And he would, believe it or not, he said, I'm not going nowhere till I see my 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And he waited for us.
Wow.
So when we walked in and saw him, and I told him, he told me how much he loved him, because everybody else who was in Philly was already there. So we walked in and told him how much I loved him, and this and that, and then I ministered the Our Father prayer to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he just went on.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I said, that's a powerful story.
It is.
Beautiful.
He said, I'm not going anywhere until I see my daughter and son.
Mm.
Wow.
I said, he's always in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Wow.
always in his heart.
Mm-hmm.
So we're blessed. We are
Right.
blessed. And so what our parents have taught us that you can't be selfish.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pass it on.
Okay.
And I also think my oldest son for
Leading us.
getting me in the right church
Mm-hmm.
is very important.
That's right. Yeah.
There are a lot of churches called, but few are chosen.
Right.
Mhm.
And I was in a church where it wasn't doing God's will.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But God said you gotta go through some
Mhm.
things in order to get where you're going.
Okay, where you go?
Mhm.
There came a time when I wanted to like some godly wisdom, and I was
Mhm.
told, "Do you know what time it is? Call me back in the morning." Well, what did you say?
Mhm.
I said to myself, "Not in this lifetime. I'll call
Yeah.
you back in the morning. It won't be this morning or
That's
no
right.
other morning."
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Exactly.
So I had a little attitude, and I said, "I'm not going to church at all because all churches,
Mm.
I see that's how the devil wants you to."
Yep.
I said, "All churches are phony and hypocrite."
Mhm.
And I kept saying, I'm going to find a church that's after God's own heart. And my oldest son, he would keep on after me and all the rest of them. Mom, you find a church yet? No, I'll go next Sunday. And I'll look. I
Mhm.
wasn't even looking. I was so angry. And see, that's the devil trying to come back
Mhm.
into my life. It was God, to mess me up so I don't
Right.
be able to do God's will. And so 2 weeks go past, and I hadn't moved. Well, little did I know, Mr. Pastor Jeffrey Bird, who wasn't a pastor at the time, but just my son,
Yeah.
who was worrying about his mother, who
Mhm.
the teacher that we taught
Mm-hmm.
them all life was coming back
Mm-hmm.
to feed into his parents. So he said, Mom, you find a church yet? No. I said, I'll go next Sunday. That's 2 weeks gone past.
Mm-hmm.
He's knowing him, he's like his mother. That's long enough.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So in the meantime, he networked all the way from California back
Mhm.
here in New Jersey and found me a church
Mm, found, yeah.
that was after God's own heart.
Good.
So he calls his mother, he know his parents, and he know that I would say, "Oh, I don't know how to get there. No, it's too far." So before I had any excuse to say I don't know how to get there, or it's too far, he said, "Mom," he said, "my 5th son, the baby boy, he'd always be my baby boy, the grown
Mhm.
man with 2
Right,
kids
of
now,
course.
but Darryl is coming to drive you."
Mm-hmm.
Him and his wife, Lori, they coming to drive you to church. And it's only 20 minutes away. He took away all my props. I had no excuse.
Exactly.
So I couldn't argue with him at all.
Mhm.
And I said to myself, well, I'll just go to policing to shut him up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I really said
Mm-hmm.
to myself. So I go, put The grace of God is so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
God said, yeah, that's what you think. But when I walked in there, oh my God. I said, God lit me right at the front door.
Mm-hmm.
I walked in there and I haven't been the same since.
Wow.
And that's been over, oh my gosh, how many years? I can't even remember, 35 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And
That's
I said, I gave a testimony. I joined the church the third day that I walked in there.
Wow.
And I said, I gave my testimony. I said, I'm looking for a church that's after God's own heart. And when I find out that church is not after God's own heart, I'm out of here. In other words, I don't have time to play the church.
Yeah.
I am the church.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just thank God because He has used me and still uses me to bring people to Him,
Mm-hmm.
help save people's lives. There are 3 people that was going to commit suicide. God said,
Oh, wow.
oh no, I got you. Tell them what I said. And they hear today and they gave testimony as
Wow.
to how the Holy Spirit used me to save their life. And that's what I'm all about on battlefield for Jesus.
That's it.
And I guess that's the end of our story for
Yeah.
today.
Okay.
I
Well,
love
thank
you
you so
guys
much.
too.
We love you
Love
too.
you too.
Thank you so much.
Wow.